Have you ever walked into a room, looked around, and wondered if at some point everyone was going to figure out that you didn't belong? Not because you weren't capable, not because you hadn't earned your place, but because something inside you said they're giving you too much credit. They don't know who you really are. Eventually they'll find out. It's a strange feeling because from the outside, your life says one thing, but your inner conversation says something different. And most people assume that you overcome imposter syndrome with confidence. But there are people with incredible confidence who still feel like imposters. They've built successful businesses. They lead teams. They've written books. They stand on stages. And yet they still have a quiet fear that somehow they've fooled everyone. So maybe the feeling isn't caused by a lack of confidence. And I think that's true because confidence asks, can I do this? The imposter asks, who do I have to be to belong? And those are two completely different questions. You know, most of us learned early on that being accepted required becoming someone. Maybe you became the achiever, the responsible one, the people pleaser, the strong one, the successful one. And look, those things are not bad because they're faults, but because they slowly became the version of you that felt safest to be. And after years of living from that version, something strange happens. Even when life rewards you, part of you still feels like you're pretending. And it's not because you fooled everyone, but because somewhere along the way you started performing as someone you thought you had to be. And so every new achievement creates another uncomfortable question. Would they still value me if they knew who I really am? And that's why the feeling doesn't disappear when you become successful or even more successful. It's because achievement can't answer an identity question. Achievement isn't the problem, or lack of achievement isn't the problem. Success has done everything it can do. And the feeling remains because it was never asking for another achievement. It was asking for something much deeper. It's asking you to stop confusing who you learn to become with who you truly are. And maybe that version of you did exactly, in fact, I would say that version of you did exactly what it was created to do. It helped you to feel like you belonged. It helped you survive. But surviving and being yourself aren't the same thing. And maybe that's the realization. The imposter isn't who you truly are. It's who you learn to become. So I would invite you to stop asking, how do I become enough? And ask, who have I mistaken for me? Because a secret to life isn't about changing who you are. It's about letting go of who you're not.